Hello everyone, Ali Safi here from Safi Financial Network. In this video, we're going to talk about indexes, gold, and crude as well. So, the lots of pivotal points are coming, especially this week. This is a pre-election week, and we just closed Friday. NFP was pretty weak, and it was kind of like came down very, very sharply, and they were kind of like a saying just because of the typhoons and lots of storms on the East Coast that bring the NFP down, but I'm not sure about that. Probably that impact the market, the job market, but not that a lot. Anyway, so we had lots of reversals coming this week, and I believe that next week is going to be election week, and following week after, uh, going all the way through November 15, 16, that's going to be very volatile weeks. So everyone needs to stay tuned. And here is the chart telling us that we are at a reversal point for a weekly chart. This is a S&P 500 weekly chart. And for the second consecutive week, we got a reversal from this important area here. So this is a 58.39 to 5900. This is the level that I was looking for. Potentially, we are going to go down next week as well, all the way to 5600. We may see a bounce and then coming down for the following week to 54, 54.50, 54.60. That's the area which this line is coming as well. This is my bullish kind of like indicator, SMA 43. This is on a weekly basis and a closed moving average, simple moving average. And this is going to be a closed one, closed candles. And when I say this, I would say next 2 weeks, there are lots of good buying opportunities coming for the market. However, I don't think this rally is over. I think next week correction could be kind of like a next week and next 2 weeks, I should say, good buying opportunity for a next rally, potentially for a blow off top, new all-time high, getting through to the year end, and maybe in half of 2025, we will see a market top. And that's how we need to scale out and getting ready for a recession. Right now, we are just in a corrective move. And I believe that 5 to 10% correction, somewhere around like a 7% correction is expected. That would be a very healthy, normal correction. And that would be kind of like a buying opportunity. We will get to that one as well. So stochastic momentum, we just got a bear reversal. RSI is showing us a very nice divergence here. As you see here, there is a huge divergence in RSI compared to price. MACD also the same thing. So between these three pivots, we see a three drive pattern is forming. So this means reversal is kind of like on their way, and we should expect this one next 2 weeks. A very volatile market today. We just got a bounce. We expected that one after yesterday's sell-off. Yesterday was sharp sell-off, and I believe that yesterday high volume is kind of like a very important just because signals that institution just to scale out some positions. Nasdaq. Oh, before getting to the Nasdaq, let me go to daily chart on S&P 500 as well. So that was a weekly chart. Here's the daily chart. Daily chart, we just got a bounce at just consolidation area. Still looking for another potential drop for the next 2 weeks, as I said. And I'm not expecting a straight line, but we can see some kind of like a chopping route all the way to here to kind of like showing us another potential higher low, and it's going to be above this September low. As long as we are above September low, guys, we should be bullish on the market. So any correction could be a buying opportunity. I'm looking for buy somewhere around here. So we will see. We are going to educate and teach ourselves a day by day, week by week as we are moving forward. Moving on to NDX or NASDAQ. Here is the weekly chart. Last week, we just got a doji bar. This week, confirmation coming down. And I believe that for 2-3 weeks, we may see a downside is coming. And we can see NASDAQ around 18,700, or let's say 800. That's going to be the potential downside target for NASDAQ. If you look at the stochastic momentum, we just got a bear reversal here. Nice divergence here in MACD and RSI. Actually, there is no divergence just because this high is higher and this is lower. But you see that the momentum is pretty dead. So it's just hardly getting into overbought condition. And right now it's just changing the tune to kind of like a bearish momentum. Also RSI, you see that the head of the RSI is heading down. This means the momentum doesn't have enough power to go to the higher prices. So we just got a reversal this week as well. This is early signal for the Nasdaq, which makes me bearish for the next 2 weeks. So after yesterday's sell-off, we just got a bounce. However, we're still above SMA 50, but I would say 19,449. That's the area that I'm looking at for a first bounce, and then getting back to the downside, potentially 19,000 to 18,000, as I said, 18,800. That's the area that I'm looking at. Let me just mark it in our chart. This is going to be the time and also the price if it gets there. So we're going to just take it as a good buying opportunity. We're still waiting for this confirmation. Moving on to US 30, which is Dow, nicely getting back to the upside. We expect that this low is broken. Right now, we just got back. However, this trend back tested. So this is a nice pullback. We're just getting back to the upside, and we can get to the downside as well. So this can go higher. It can go lower to this. If it goes right this is going to be a nice head and shoulder pattern. If it triggers, which I believe it's going to trigger, so we're going to get to this pink rectangular here. We're still going to be above September low. As long as I said, we're above September low, we should be bullish. If it goes below September low, we should just wear bear custom, and it's going to be ugly for the market because we are, I believe, getting into a serious correction. This is a daily chart, and the weekly chart tells me that the same thing. We just got a bear reversal on a stochastic. MACD and also RSI is getting out. So MACD is just changing its tune to oversold condition. So we made to the bearish momentum. So if we get to 40,000 area, that would be kind of like the scenario. However, as I said, August, September low is here. So we may see actually Dow Jones getting below September low. But August low is very important just because based on the weekly chart. Again, I'm not sure. So we are going to educate ourselves. If the other indexes, I'm kind of like relying on S&P and Nasdaq. So we may see below September low. However, we are still in a bullish trend on SMA 50, which is a bullish trend on a weekly basis. So there is going to be a here situation. So we may see how it goes. Moving on to gold, which had a negative wick, I believe, finished. And let me just pull out chart here before daily. We just go to monthly first. This is a month of October. This is pretty bullish, but we got kind of like a reversal starting yesterday. And you can see that in a weekly chart, we just got a very nice kind of like a shooting a star at the top. And this is that 27.50. So gold actually was pretty strong. Actually, it was stronger than I expected, getting all the way up 27.90. But 27.90 rejected sharply after that. When dollar just got a powerful momentum to the upside, gold can get back to the downside. So still there is going to be a scenario to 25.20, 25.42. There are lots of buyers coming in this candle, which is going to be a September candle weekly, and this is an institutional level as well. If it breaks to the downside, folks, we can go all the way down here to this area, which is going to be 23. But I believe if gold gives me, I'm not saying it's going to go down, but if gold gives me this opportunity, which is 21 to 2200, I'm going to buy it with two hands. This is a lifetime buying opportunity, and it can go higher. The reason that I'm just looking at probably sharper correction is this. So we got a pretty nice reverse head and shoulder here on a monthly and weekly chart, but we never tested this area. And here is the institution of the breakout level. So this neckline, I know this is not a neckline, this neckline is here, but we got a nice breakout just above the neckline here. This is a previous kind of like a before a neckline breakout. This is very good level, but I believe somewhere around here, folks, somewhere around here, if gold is getting back to the downside for test this is going to be a good potential buying opportunity. So I'm kind of like clear of gold. I don't have any gold position, but if it gets there, I'm going to buy it with two hands. Moving on to daily chart. So here is the daily chart for gold. Gold just like getting back to the downside. There is going to be a scenario to test this top here, which is coming along to this wide range bar SMA 20, which is right at 2,700. We may see a bounce getting back to the downside. So that's going to be kind of like a forming a head and shoulder pattern. So we're going to see if gold gets below this low here, which is October low, any bounce could be a sell. And that would be a very nice breakthrough to the downside. And we can get to our ultimate level, which is 21 to 2200. So just dream for this. Keep an eye on this pattern. I'm not saying this pattern is going to form, but if this happens, that's going to be the end result of this correction. It can go lower to this level or to this level, which we're going to, again, do analysis and educate ourselves based on the chart. But let's keep an eye on this pattern again. Moving on to silver. Silver just a momentum to the downside already. So we just got a lower high here, getting down below this trend line here, below this pivot, sorry, just getting below SMA 20, and this one is going down as well. So if silver goes down here, I would say there is going to be a chance to meet a sub $30 per ounce. And that would be kind of like the scenario that everyone needs to just look at, just because if it doesn't hold, it can go lower. So again, this is going to be our roadmap. If silver goes down, we're going to watch this level, because if it goes below this, this is going to be a QM pattern. Any bounce could be a sell. This is going to be a QM. Any bounce could be a sell to this level. So similar to gold, just a little bit differences here, but similar to gold. So we will see how it goes. Moving on to crude, which had negative day today. So crude weekly chart can give us kind of like a guideline. Where are we at? So this is the triangle that you see from crude. Crude is here, and here's the upper line. So this triangle is getting coiling, and either breakthrough is going to be aggressive. Again, my inclination is we are still in a geopolitical tensions, and we may go higher to 100 level. So this is the area that I'm looking at for a breakout. But if it breaks to the downside, I'm not going to stick on my call. I'm going to just change my idea and getting to this level, 45 to 52 for crude. Still looking for a good consolidation, good shadows here. Seems like buyer wants to take support or wants to take a benefit of any like a pullback to 63 to 65, then we can get to the upside. If it gets above 79.80, this is the level. Pullback could be a great breakthrough to 97 to $100. So this is the crude analysis that they have for now for a weekly chart. If you go to daily chart here, so daily chart tells me that we are in a very, very interesting scenario. Here's the head and shoulder, folks. But I don't see all the criteria as met. But if we get below this neckline, I would say 65 to 68, then we can see a breakthrough to the downside. Very interesting time for crude. Crude next week is gonna be kind of like all markets, all asset classes are going to be impacted by U.S. election. So we will see. We will see which party is going to win. I'm not sure if there is going to be a certain answer on Tuesday, Wednesday. Probably court will make a decision this time. So hopefully I don't know, hopefully or not, but this is my guess. So we will see how it goes. All right, folks, I believe I covered everything. Next video, we're going to go through individual stocks, Bitcoin, semiconductors. Make sure to watch that one as well. Have a fantastic evening. See you on the chart. Bye-bye.